as we call on
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So we'd like to bring this session to a close, according to what I have been told. And now we officially are opening the session, which is for the Asset Ladies. I love that name, Asset Ladies. If you're an Asset Lady here, please raise up your hand. All the ladies, I expect all the ladies in the room to raise up your hand, because we are assets. Thank you. Please, can I have my slide? And I've been in practice for about 18 years plus. I've worked with several estate firms before I started mine in 2015. So 8 years down the line, today we have a property development company. And I'm also happy to say I'm a product of the Lee Adesoya Leadership Bootcamp and Think Tank. If you have heard Tope and every other person say, Pastor Lee drives you to exceed your goal, even beyond your own imagination. He has done that for me and my business. Did you get it? So, someone said, they said I closed over 4 billion. I've actually exceeded 4 billion. This year I've exceeded 1 billion. So officially it's 5 billion plus now. Before I came here, I went for like 3 inspections. One of them is for a property in New for 3.5 billion. Another is for about 1.5 billion. So when you start hearing these figures, don't be scared. Somebody did it. People are doing it. They will continue to do it. And don't believe that saying that they said there is no money in Nigeria. There is money in this country. Every day. I can tell you there is a property transaction that goes on every minute. Not hour, every minute. Somebody is crediting a development company, somebody is buying land, somebody is inspecting the property. Every day, there is a transaction that is going on. So that's why I don't do any other thing aside from real estate. Okay, I have some other businesses, but real estate is my core. So if you wake me up in the middle of the night and just say, Taiwo, okay, what about this? I will have something to say. So if you're a realtor in the house, how many realtors do we have in the house? Oh, really? How many realtors? Please be proud of being a realtor. How many realtors? Okay. Okay, how many investors do we have in the house? Investor, I am an investor. Realtors, are you shining your eye? Those are potential buyers. Alright, can we have the slide? Is it available now? Okay, let me use my phone. I want to talk about sales strategies for realtors. What has helped me over the years, how I've been able to get clients, even online. The client that wants to buy Orange Island waterfront property from me, I just went to do the videos today. I met him on Instagram. Yeah, I met him on Instagram. So don't overlook any platform. Online, offline, and traditional marketing is not dead. So don't look at it like, okay, social media, everybody is doing internet. Everybody might not get their clients online. Yours might be offline. So you need to work your strengths. So importance of effective sales strategies for realtor. I say here, Whether you are a new realtor looking to establish yourself or a seasoned professional aiming to further enhance your success, implementing an effective sales strategy is crucial for sustained growth, differentiation, and building lasting relationships with clients. I'm going to be pointing to 10 effective strategies that you can use, both online and offline. What has helped me, or maybe what I do naturally. Number one is lead generation. How many of you have heard of lead generation? Lead generation. Do you know what lead generation means? Who can tell me? Lead generation, what does it mean? Hello? Hello? Can somebody tell me what lead generation means?
Lead generation has to do with getting contact of prospects, either through social media like Facebook. If they'll ask you in your campaign, what is the campaign objective? Is it lead generation? Do you need people's contacts, like their names, their phone numbers, their email address, that you can follow up on? Thank you.
Please let me give her a round of applause. That is actually what lead generation means. You need consistent flow of leads. That means contact, people that you can reach out to. So when you are marketing real estate, you need leads, because if you have 1,000 properties, who are you going to sell them to if you don't have leads? So there are ways you can actually generate leads online and offline. One of the things I do personally is, on my contact base, learn to back up your contacts on Gmail. So even if I change this phone, if I switch it to another phone, all my contacts are back. I have over 20,000 contacts on my phone from many years back. And a number of times, all you just need to do is to just maybe make some phone calls. We call it cold calling. Either some of the clients you have met before, or somebody that have reached out to you either online, or maybe they came across your property. Okay, so like I said, I'm an estate surveyor. So we have people bring properties to us. Okay, I want to sell my property. I want to buy a property. I want to rent. So by the time we put our to let, for sale, or inquiries banner on the property, people will definitely call. Before anybody will pick up their phone to call you, be rest assured that that person wants to buy, they want to rent, or they want to sell. So don't lose count of any lead that you get. Leads can come from referral. Somebody you know. A lot of people are shy to tell people that they are realtors or they are agents. Now we are funkified it. Before we used to know that call people agents, right? Now it's realtors. So it's more touche. So people can easily walk up to you and say, okay, I'm a realtor. Okay, so people be like, what does a realtor mean? Who is a realtor? Then you explain to them. I'm an intermediary between the land you want to buy or the property you want to buy. I help you secure safe and profitable real estate investments, all of that. So by the time you start interfacing with people on a daily basis, as we are here now, I'm sure we are over 100. On each table is about 10 people, and we have more than 10 tables here. So have you made effort to even connect with the people on your table? Because for every contact you have, that contact will give you more contacts. So lead generation is one of the effective sales strategies that will help realtors generate consistent income. Then client acquisition. Client acquisition is similar to lead generation. You want to have consistent streams of clients that comes to make inquiries. When I tell realtors, don't just sell land. Don't just stick to selling lands. Sell houses, build houses, even old houses. Last year we sold a property for a family. It was a warehouse. 550 million. Warehouse. So would somebody come to you and say, oh, we need a warehouse or we need a commercial property? You will say, no, I only sell land. So expand your expertise. Make sure you have capacity to understand even the markets you are in. Number 3 is competitive advantage. What is your competitive advantage? How do you stand, or what differentiates you from another realtor? So for me personally, I think I'm more like a sanguine and choleric mixed together. So I can enter this room and I can dance. I'm not shy to dance. And I'm in my 40s. So when some people see me, they be like, how are you dancing as if you're a Gen Z? Leave me. Leave me. But do you know that some people, because of my personality, it could be one thing that will make people connect with you. It could be the way you talk. It could be even the way you show properties. It could be maybe your expertise, just something. It's called an aura. What attracts people to you? So you need to find what your competitive edge is. I'm not saying everybody should probably dancing, no? But find what your competitive edge is. Then number 4, business growth. By employing successful sales strategies, realtors can drive their business growth, increase revenue, and achieve their financial goals. So I was talking about me being a realtor and a developer. It's a process. I didn't stop at being a realtor. I went further because I did my master's in project management, building. I've always loved real estate, and I think it was God ordained that I'm here practicing. So learn to have this growth mindset. Don't just limit it to, okay, I just want to be selling. Everybody can be a developer, because the housing deficit alone, all the developers that we have in Lagos have not been able to cover it up. We had our project launch, we've not officially launched it, but we brought it on the market 2 months ago. A lady that came to buy into our estate, she said, Miss T, please, can you just mentor me? I don't just want to buy this land. I want to buy it and build. She's a young lady. She's probably in her late 20s. She bought 15 plots. She said she wants to build, not just to buy the land and keep, she wants to build it. She wants to go into development. So does it stop you from just selling? You can grow to become a property developer. First off, we are consultants because people come to us for advice. People keep money in the bank, they don't know what to do with it. And the people around you, they are actually people that will help you move you to the next stage. So be careful about your network. Pastor Lee said something like, anywhere Mr. Rotimi goes, follow him. I like the smart asset strategy. It's a strategy. Not many people are doing that. We have so many lands that are fallow. They're not doing anything with it. So maybe the land, if he acquires the land, they'll probably do some agricultural stuff there, plant, harvest, sell, make money. So it's a win-win situation for both the investor and the company. So you have to be strategic about your business growth and also relationship building. Building relationship is essential in this industry. You can't afford to be someone that is shy. Why? Some of us are in WhatsApp group. You don't talk. You only read. Or you are a silent reader. That's what they call them. You are in landlords association. Or you are privileged to be in your church group. Why don't you once in a while just drop it there? Oh, I have this particular investment, something like smart assets. I believe there is going to be commission if you bring clients that invest like 50 million or 100 million. You earn your commission. Market targeting. Effective sales strategies help realtors identify and target ideal client base, optimizing their efforts and results for maximal impact. So you have to target your market. Where are they congregating? Are you targeting first-time home buyers? Are you targeting people that want to do land banking? Are you targeting high-end investors? That's the 1% of the 1%. So you have to be strategic about your market targeting. Then your conversion rate. A well-planned sales strategy increases your conversion rate by effectively moving potential clients through sales funnels. Sales funnel is like you take people through a journey. So if I say, okay, everybody, we have smart assets program, we invite everybody to come in. When everybody comes into that funnel, the funnel is like a triangle, and at the top, a lot of people come in. Then it starts reducing. Then at the end of the bottom, the people that actually go through that funnel, that comes out of it, are actually the people that pay. So are you going to be part of, how do you build your sales funnel such that you are getting more people to come on your product or anything you do? Number 8 is adaptability. You have to have a framework to adapt to market changes. Market will change, policies will come, government will introduce something. So you have to be abreast of what is happening in the economy, in your environment. Real estate is first of all local before it is international. What can you say about your immediate environment? What is happening in Lagos State right now? There was a time, sometime, I think like 2 or 3 months ago, that they brought a policy, or they wanted to initiate a policy that non-Nigerians, non-Yoruba cannot buy land in Lagos, or they cannot invest in Lagos. Have you taken time to actually look at that policy? Did it go through? How do you assure your other clients that are not, from that particular tribe? So you need to keep yourself informed of market changes and fluctuations. Fluctuations will happen. Inflation will come. How do you want to assure clients that, okay, this property that you bought, so within the next few months or within the next couple of years, it will appreciate? And as a real estate professional, we are more like forecasters. You can project, you can like extrapolate, or what do they call that word? Like you can look into the trend. So many people know that Lekki Phase 1, like 17 years ago, 18 years ago, 20 years ago, some people bought Lekki Phase 1 for 200,000 naira. Today, Lekki Phase 1 is over 500 million. Yes, per square meter. 500,000, 450, 350, depending on the location. So, if you have a client that has bought land in Lekki Phase 1 or Victoria Island or Ikoyi, those days, today they are swimming in lots of money. Branding and reputation. People will address you the way you are addressed. People say packaging. Packaging is good, though. Packaging is good. So it's not all the time that you have to wear maybe Versace or Bugatti, carry Bugatti car or Rolls Royce. But in the simplest form, how you look will actually, attract the type of clients that will work with you. You don't want to go to Ikoyi or Banana Island sweating, jumping Okada, and going to meet a client that will want to sell maybe a 5 billion naira house. Well, first of all, look at you. Are you serious? Yeah. If I have a client that's, I want to sell maybe a waterfront property that is like $5 million. I want to sell that to, what stops me from going to rent a Prado? Yeah, a Prado. And I have maybe my Apple, they open the door for me, that kind of thing. So when they see you, in fact, they will just be nodding. You just see that they are nodding. Yeah, you just see that they are nodding. So your branding and packaging is essential. Number 10, professional development. You need to keep yourself up to date. Attend conferences, pay for classes, brush up yourself, read books. A number of times, that saying that they say if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. It's true. I have gotten some, I'm a book addict. That's one of my best investments. Books, courses. If I see something that will benefit me, I pay for it, I go for it. So, invest in your personal development and your professional growth. It's essential because you have to be up to date. The Lagos State Director that came, there's some information that they have currently. Are you abreast with such information? Do you know what the current Lagos State, even where, let's say for example, where the regional road or the rail, how many of you know that the Lagos train, the blue rail, do you know about it? Do you know about the Fort Mainland Bridge? Do you know about the Lekki International Airport? All those things, information that would enable your profession. You must keep yourself abreast to it and also develop yourself professionally. If you need to take some courses, take them. If you need to take some professional exams, because we have certifying bodies, for example, Nigerian Institute of Estate Surveyors and Graduates, you don't even have to read estate management before you can be an estate surveyor. The highest thing an estate surveyor can do that many realtors can do, you can't do property valuation. No bank will take it from you. You still need an estate surveyor. And there are other regulatory bodies that we have in Nigeria right now. I think Real Estate Association of Nigeria, so I don't know. So the objective of this training is for you to be able to define your goals, identify your target market, develop a strong personal brand, build an online presence. It is important you build an online presence. An online presence is like your office. If people come to your Instagram page, your Facebook page, your YouTube page every day, they must see that you are open. They must see that you are open. And being open means that you must constantly be on our faces. So if you go to a supermarket today, you want to buy something there, they are closed. You go there second day, they are closed. Third day, they are closed. Will you go there the fourth day? No, you won't. So your social media handles, your pages, they are actually like your offices. So understand your target market. You're talking about the demography, their preferences and needs. Right now, who can tell me what is hot in the real estate market? What is hot? Can somebody tell me? What is hot now? What are people buying now, like pure water? Anybody? You said? Buyback scheme. What else? There is one that is stopping them. You should know. It's land. It's land. Land is topping the chart right now. And many people, if you don't key in right now, you will see that you will miss the train. Why did I say miss the train? You don't want to be the story. You don't want to tell the story. You want to be the story. 15 years, 20 years from now, you heard what Pastor Lee said. Pass it forward. Do you want your children to tell you that, well, mommy, when everybody were buying land in Ekpe, where were you? So you don't want to tell the story. I remember when land in Nepal was selling for 750,000. Now it's selling for 100 million or 150 million. You don't want to tell the story, you want to be the story. So, online advertising, networking, referrals, and partnerships. The key thing about the real estate industry today is collaboration. Be big on collaboration. You cannot be an island. You cannot succeed alone. When I was talking about the inspections I went for today, I only put it on my WhatsApp status when the clients made a request for it. Commercial plot needed. If you have anything between 3,000 to 4,000 to 10,000 square meter, reach out. I got at least like 5 leads. And I made arrangements for the inspection. Tomorrow, it's actually a church that wants to buy the property. So tomorrow, their senior pastor that is globally known is coming tomorrow. And he says, their senior pastor that went with us today, they said, Taiwo, by the time our senior and the overall pastor comes tomorrow, we are picking 1 or 2. Then we start the negotiation. So, you must ensure that you are networking, you are big on collaboration. Collaboration is good. Nobody is your competitor. The biggest competitor you have is yourself. If you look at your mirror every day, the person stopping you is this person looking at you in that mirror. So what can you do to better yourself? Forget about the noise in the market. If everybody is putting sold on their page, don't worry. Your time will come. Celebrate with them. Yeah. They say women supporting women. Yes, so celebrate with them. Because, there's nothing we brought to this life, there's nothing we're taking away. So, if all of us can chop, let us all chop. Alright. Please, are we gaining something? Yes. Alright. So, online advertising, you need to do a lot of ads. If you have ad experts that can help you with your ads targeting, now you can target even somebody like Dangote. Yes. Don't worry about your following. Even if you have 300 people following you, and somebody has 100,000 people following them, if you do your ads correctly, you might attract the 1% of the 1%. So don't rule out your ad marketing online, Facebook, Instagram, SEOs, and all of that. Networking. Attend local real estate events, conferences, seminars, and connect with potential clients and industry professionals. Join real estate associations and community organizations to expand your network. Participate in online platforms. This one is key. If you see, even sometimes I attend some international conferences online on Zoom. There's a lot we can learn from the foreign world that we can bring down here. So if we now bring it out or we come out with one strategy, they'll be like, where is that from? Where is that idea from? Did you know that it was probably somebody doing one webinar? I signed up with a lot of webinars, Zoom meetings. Follow some of all these foreign realtors. You will learn a lot from them. So referrals, I've talked about referrals. Then partnership, collaborations, I've talked about that. Then on lead generation, I've also touched on that. I would be giving this slide. Maybe there's a way they can share the slide. Maybe there's a WhatsApp group or something, I don't know. You can share the slide with them because there's a lot I did there. On personal branding and sales strategy, I wrote some things there. How you can establish trust and credibility. How you can create a memorable and unique personality. Do you have an idea of how you can actually stand out? Somebody should give me an example of something that you can do to stand out from the crowd. Can somebody, mommy, yes ma'am?
By creating your style.
Your style. Is it the way you dress or the way you...
Everything.
Everything. Beautiful. Any other one? Any other one? Your company branding, color. When we see that square orange thing, what comes to mind? Square orange logo, what comes to mind? No, GTB, it's GTB. Orange. When you see orange square, what comes to mind is, so you can actually do your branding with your color, your logos, and all of that. Consistency and recognition, you have to be consistent and evoke emotion. Please have empathy. Have empathy. I have seen clients that cried on their property, like, I am losing this house, or they are breaking my house, or so. Have empathy. Don't look at people and say, the long way, or like, God don't catch you. Have empathy. Then, continuous growth and adaptation, I've talked about. Building trust and credibility. So to build trust and credibility, you have to deliver exceptional customer service. When people come to your page, or when they call you on phone, or any of your staff pick the call to talk, how do they talk to people? I've had to fire one of my staff because a client called and was angry that, he gave him appointments, he didn't come there, and I was like, I had to go somewhere. So the client now called my phone, because I don't know how, he called the office and asked for my number. The client called me, I was like, he was furious, shouting on the phone. I was like, please calm down, sir. I now added my staff to that conversation. Like, what happened? Say, because the client was not shouting. Come on, shut up! You should shut up! That's how my staff did. I said, you two shut up! I was like, come on, stop. And I was telling him, stop talking, stop talking. He didn't stop. I had to end the call. I now called the client back, apologized, and just managed the situation. The next day, I didn't hesitate to hand him his letter. I fired him. So, how you build trust? By delivering exceptional customer service. Act as a trusted advisor. Can people trust you with your words? Is your word your... People will say, my word is my bond. Is your word your bond? Can people trust you with your words? Communication. Offer value-added resources. Seek feedback. It's okay to get feedback. Ask people, what do you think about our service? What can we do better? Be open to criticism. Let them, tell you what they feel. Foster client referrals. Ask for referral. Even if your client is not buying from you today, he has like 3, 4, 5 other people that would want to buy. So are you top of mind when somebody is thinking about real estate? Many people will call, hello, is that time? So person gave me your number. Sometimes I don't know the people. I just say, okay, thank you. And guess what? When I'm saving that person's number, I will say, Mr. Bola, don't mind me, the way I save my contacts, it makes me remember, even years to come. I'll say, Mr. Bola, inquiry, 5-bedroom duplex, ref, that's referred by, ref, Mr. Akimade. So if Mr. Akimade calls me sometime later to say, oh, I gave somebody your contact, did the person reach out to you? Of course. It makes me remember. A client has referred somebody to me after we did the closing. I just told them, please send me your account number. They were like, for what? I just said, send me your account number. And I sent her money. She was like, So when some transactions, when some commissions are juicy, you want to, do normal. So stay top of mind, continuously educate yourself. And in conclusion, I did some screenshots of some some of my commissions that I've gotten. I call some of these commissions daily alerts. It's good to get daily alerts. Sometimes it can be dead broke. Forget the fact that I said I've sold over 5 million. There are times I'm broke. But before I wake up, I'll just see alert 200,000. Commission for sale of clinical. Because some clients, because real estate is sweet. Some clients, when they lock into an investment, they go for payment plans. So 12-month payment plan. So sometimes your pocket will be dry, but when that client now pays their installment payments and the company sends your commission to you, you just feel happy. So you can check some of those, credits, 1.2. I think the highest here that I did a screenshot here was about 2 million. You've seen it? Yes. Oh, okay. Aha. So there was one that I got like 25 million. Wow. Yeah. 25 million. 5%. They didn't even negotiate that 5%. It was a property of 550 million. The one I sold 2 months ago, 410 million. The client paid me. I paid 3%. And because the client is consistent with me, I don't argue. Do you know that these clients just do as if, don't even do as if you are hungry. Do you understand? Don't make them look like you need their money. Because you actually give them value. So someday I'll just say, sir, can I send my account now? Okay, send it. And I don't disturb him after I sent it. Maybe he didn't pay it today, he didn't pay it tomorrow. I don't disturb him. One day I'll just go and put cry emoji. So, you understand? Oh, I forgot. And they will send it. So real estate is sweet, my sisters. And I also want to encourage every woman here. As we are helping clients make profitable investment, please secure for yourself. I bought, last year, I keyed into a 2-bedroom duplex, I keyed into another 2-bedroom apartment, I bought land in Itunu, I bought land in another estate. I did not pay one, too. But the 2-bedroom duplex that I bought today is worth like 60.
So ladies, please, I will personally request from Taiwo that if you want her mentorship, if you want her to take you along, please meet her and collect her from them. Don't worry, I won't collect commission from you. Because we have to make this money. And why did we create this Asset Ladies specially? 80% of our transactions are done by ladies. Did you hear that? 80% of our volume. Ladies, please, can you clap for yourself? That's why we sent the men out. That's why we sent the men out. Where are the men? That's why we sent them out from the hall. And because it's a woman's world. True or false? You give woman Maggi, she will make soup for you. True or false? They are wonderful. And we are proud to have ladies as partners doing exploits. I mean, the reverse is the other side of ladies who have not discovered their values. You want to drive by Allen at night and see other ladies? Those are ladies who have destroyed their values. The essence of their existence have been destroyed by trading themselves. And I believe the better way to raise a generation of ladies who will not trade themselves for Brazilian hair or for the bone straight. Sorry, somebody just whispered to me now that some ladies lost their virginity to BlackBerry. True or false? To BlackBerry phone. Please, where is BlackBerry today? And some ladies to lose their virginity to fold 5. I take an iPhone. But in 5 years' time, you will see that this phone is rubbish. The only thing you can do as a lady is to understand how to create values. I can bet you that a lady is better to set anything than a man. True or false? Just throw your head to the back. Eh? And the man will be ready to listen to you. Lady Sophia, just throw your head to the back. And the men are ready to listen. But no, when they see men and men, they do shakara. But when they see that person that throw the head to the back, they listen. So, will you rather throw your head to the back to sign 5 billion naira? Or throw your head to the back and get 100,000 naira and destroy yourself? Which one is better? Values. Now, Taiwan has become an institution in the real estate world. I mean, in Lagos State, you want to mention realtors. In Nigeria, you want to talk about realtors. You have to talk about her. And I believe we all have the capacity to do so. I tell my people, my colleague in the office, I'm not any special being from anywhere. I've only grown from starting little and being consistent.
Yeah, that's the word.
If you want to do this, no matter how little you start, the secret is in consistency. You ask Taiwan, she will tell you that when she started, she did not close 5 billion. But with consistency, she learns the curve. And today, from crossing her legs, money is rolling in. I bet you, ladies, that we can add more value to our world than just being housewives alone. We can add more value to our world than just being a subject that anybody can maltreat. And that place is the place of you creating values. Time will not permit us to do all of this. We will continue Asset Ladies online also, and we will have Taiwo dish out some secret to us.
And wrap it up because she may leave this awesome. Let's catch her now before we go to the office. You hear 15 million. So, okay, if there's no any question, we're going to the next section where we have Mrs. Olumide Adoni to come and give us another successful and blessed how of real estate journey from the month available for. Hey!
Good evening, ladies. I won't greet the gentlemen because they're not supposed to be here. But it's okay. Good evening, so you don't feel bad. My name is Olumide Adoni. I'm the CEO of Adoni Organics, Nigeria's first indigenous skincare e-commerce brand. When I was asked to speak at this occasion, the first thing that I was beside a friend and she was like, what is your own with real estate? What do you have to say to them? And I said, if there is a gathering of people who want to be successful, there will always be something somebody can say to them to add to where they are going. Because success is the same, regardless of the industry or the category. Success always means only one thing. And that is waking up in the morning and being happy with where you are and where you are going. It's not about money, it's not about looks, it's not about anything material. Success is being able to wake up in the morning, look at your life, be happy with where you are, look forward, and be pleased that you are on the right track to the place you are going. Today I'm going to speak with you about purpose. Because I've realized over the years that a successful person needs to understand purpose. And I realized that in Nigeria, the only place you really have a purpose is in church. And I think it's important that we discuss purpose a lot, especially in a group of people who want to be successful or who are successful and desire more success. I'm going to give just 4 topics. I won't take a lot of your time. The first thing in discussing purpose is to know who you are. I think it's very important because a lot of us wake up, you start your life, the first maybe 20 years of your life, people are telling you what to do. Now, for a woman, it even takes longer, especially a Nigerian woman. There are a lot of Nigerian women who are 70 and 80 and have lived their whole lives being told what to do, being told where they should be, being told how to dress. You were in your father's house and then you went to your husband's house. Your auntie, your mommy, somebody has always said to you, sorry, I'm Yoruba, we want here. And so you find that your entire life, up to the point where you know who you are, is just following someone else's standards. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, because if somebody doesn't show you the way to go, finding it out on your own is very difficult, and it doesn't always lead to success. But you only become an adult when you discover who you are. And there's no age for it. When you wake up is your morning. But you will not become an adult until you discover who you are. Now, how do you know who you are? When you find your voice. Even a little baby knows what they like and what they don't like. Whether they voice it out, whether they own it, is a different matter. Now, the difference between a woman who knows who she is and one who doesn't is the one who will accept what she doesn't like. When you begin to take a stand for what you like, for what you deem right, then you begin to discover who you are. Nobody can define it for you. It is inborn. The things you are attracted to, the things that repel you, don't hide it. Even though our culture as a society teaches us to shrink, to be quiet, to hide, or to conform, don't. Now, I'm not saying rebel, please. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying own who you are. If you don't like to eat rice, please don't eat rice. You don't owe anybody anything in this life, because this life is one. We are born alone, we die alone. You do not owe anybody any explanations. Discover what you like. And in discovering what you like, you will discover what works for you. And when you begin to own that space, you shine in your area of purpose without even trying. And you become the most attractive version of who you are. Is it marriage? When you are real, you will attract the person that will work for you. Is it a career? When you are true to yourself, you will discover that thing you do effortlessly. And so the work will not look like work. It will be like they pay you to play. That's what I do for a living. I make soap for a living. I studied physiotherapy. I had a career in advertising, a very successful one. Along the line, I started playing with things to make my hair grow. And before I knew it, I was making these things and people were asking me story. And here I am today. I'm working in my purpose. I do what I enjoy doing and I get paid very well for it. Know who you are. What do you enjoy? What attracts you? What repels you? What seems right to you? Know who you are. Now, the second thing is discover where you are going in life. Or let me say, discover what you want out of life. I can ask every woman here that question, and I guarantee everybody will give us a different answer. Now, if we go back to the first step of knowing who you are, because you know who you are, it's easy for you to know what you want out of life. For some people, they want to marry a billionaire and live a baby girl life. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people want to own a multi-billion-dollar business. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people want to be nurses and care for sick people. A lot of nurses have the brains of doctors. Doctors are not doctors because they are brainier than nurses, no. But there's a difference in what they do. When you know who you are, you know what your area of strength is. It's easy for you to define what you want out of life. If you do not have a destination, the journey is useless. It's pointless. You you have to know what you want out of life. And look, let the answer not be money. I think we all want money. That's basic. Do you want to be a homemaker? Do you want to influence people? Do you want to travel? Do you want to own millions of property? What do you want? Look at your background. Where are you coming from? What are the things that touched you on your journey to becoming who you are today? What did you see that struck a chord in you? More importantly, what is the thing you can talk about for the next 1 hour without breaking? That thing has a lot to do with why you are here. And if you work on it and you stand in it, it has a lot to do with where you are going. So I will say it again. Discover what you want out of life. Note that I'm saying discover, because it's a discovery. I can't tell you. No one can tell you. You have to find it. Sit down, think, pray, whatever. Look around you. Look inwards, look outside. Discover what you want out of life. Now, we're getting to the part where I will talk about Nigerians. In my journey as an employer, I've had reason to interview so many people. You know, Nigeria will always say there are no jobs. But if you sit down with a small business owner, they'll tell you there are no employable graduates. I'm one of those employers. I will say there are no employable graduates. What I will say is the difference between where the graduate is and where what the employer needs is often very wide. But if you're willing to bridge it, then you find that a lot of our people are diamonds. They just need somebody to polish them because our society is not really doing that for us. Where I'm going with this is my third point. You need to identify the requirements for what you want out of life. Should I say that again? Yes. You need to identify the requirements for what you want out of life. It is very possible for a person to desire to be a student of Unilag. You can wake up every day of your life, enter a bus, get to the gate at Akoka, walk around the school, and go back home, and do that for 4 years. Will the person get a BSc? Exactly. But the person has been going every day in Arabic. They spend money, they know every hall, they know every department, they know the campus in and out, but they did not fulfill the requirements for a degree. All of us read our certificates now. So and so has fulfilled the requirements, blah, 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 blah. There are requirements for every goal in life. If you do not identify those requirements, may we not just be spending energy for nothing. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of us, keep expending a lot of energy. We keep saying, I tried my best. I tried my best. My darling, your best is not necessarily what is required. So no matter how much you try, nobody pays you for effort. We're no longer in primary 2. I don't think they score effort anymore in primary school. I think that happens in nursery school. I don't know who has children in primary school. Do they still reward efforts in primary 1 and 2? I think it stops in nursery school, right? Exactly. In the real world, you are only rewarded for results and trying. So yes, effort is good. But you can keep trying and trying and trying. If you do not identify the requirements and fulfill those requirements, all that trying just ends up at trying. So when you know who you are and you're operating in your areas of strength, you know what works for you and what does not. And you have a direction. And you know the requirements for getting to that direction. Can you see that the path is getting clearer and clearer? The fourth thing is then to focus on fulfilling those requirements. Note the words I'm using. Know who you are. Discover what you want out of life. Identify the requirements and then focus on fulfilling those requirements. Focus means the easiest thing I can think of right now is that place in the Bible that says, lay your hand on the plow and don't look back. That's what focus is. When you are sure that you see this thing, this is what I must do to get to where I'm going, you won't listen to any noise. You focus. So that you tried today, you woke up, you went out, you did what you were meant to do, but you didn't get it. You wake up tomorrow, you go at it again. Now, as you are doing that, in being focused, one very important thing is to keep records. How many of us have watched a documentary before? Or you go documentary, let me see your hands. When you go documentary, you know those people do documentaries on the strangest. They can study a butterfly from when it was a caterpillar till it, you know, every single step. That's why they are ahead of us. They don't have any special magic. When you must observe and record, very simple. You cannot succeed without control. And you cannot control what you don't understand. The secret to understanding something, observation. Don't just, see, we believe in God. But if God wanted to control your life, He would have made you a robot. He has that power now. He gave you intelligence, creativity, and understanding because He wants you to take control of your life. So take note of, I went out today, I went to this area. The people I met there, this was their reaction. This is the way they were dressed. This is the type of house that was there. Go to another area next week. Take note of those things again. Or I went to this office. These are the sort of people I met there. By the time you record and do this over a period of 30 days, you will begin to see in this place where people are dressed this way, this is the result I got. When I speak to a group of women, this is what I feel, this is what I get from them. When I speak to a group of men, this is what I get. When I speak to a certain age, this is the feedback I get. I was selling my products for about 2 years before I became a real business. The day I became a real business was the day I opened a sales book. And it happened by accident. I can't remember what caused it. But that day, for some reason, I just took a jotter and said, okay, this is what we sold today. And so the next day, for some reason, I kept keeping up that jotter. By the end of the month, I was able to see clearly what products were selling and what products were, but very few of us access it. It is the power of focus. It works for me every day in my business. I don't even do it anymore. The business is doing it by itself. There was a time where I would tell the sales team, I want us to do 1 million today. I will charge them up in the morning. This. If we don't do 1 million, we'll do 900. Because that's what everybody is doing. So when you're talking to a customer who wants to spend 80K, you gas her up. You flow with her to make sure that it's 100. You already know that 100 is gone out of 1 million. When you see the customer who wants to spend 5K, you try and push her to spend 10K. You're not just doing oraji, you have a goal. So everything you do that day, the customers that are walking and you would have just said, this woman's wahala is too much. Because of your goal for that day, you won't really pay attention to the wahala. It's what you want that your mind will be on. So you will be friendly, whether you want to be or not. You will suggest other things, whether you want to or not, because you are focused. So everything looks like a tool towards achieving that goal for that day. Now, I'm going back to the story of Unilab. I think to enter uni these days, you need WAEC, JAM, post-JAM, right? Those are the 3 requirements to gain admission into a university. You cannot have one and leave the remaining 2. You cannot have 2 and leave 1. So in focusing on those requirements, you don't need to focus on all 3 at once. I will write them out. Which one leads to the second one? Which one do I need to do first? Sometimes, which one am I able to do right now? Another example from my business. Buying machines in the beginning was, you have 500,000 in your account, and machine is 3 million. You know, you just be like, well, let me not stress myself, let me just continue in my hand to do it, JJ. But one day, something said, okay, this machine you want to buy is so and so. This is what came in today, this is what came in tomorrow. Take a bit of it, keep it aside. So I opened a separate account, so what they call like target accounts, but it was for machines. I was trying to apply for a loan from Bank of Industry. By the time the loan came, I'd already bought all the machines. It took about 18 months from the first day I walked into their office till the day I went to sign. It took about 18 months. But by the time I signed, I had bought all the machines I I took that loan to buy because I was so stressed. You know how our banks work. I was so stressed with talking and writing. They'll tell you, remaining one more thing, you go back again. When you break that thing, they'll tell you there's another thing. But they'll tell you the person you've been talking to has gone. Oh, you have to start the English again. So I also started saving my thorough cover. By the time I signed for the loan, I had bought all the machines. Now what now happened was, because I now had small money in my hand, I was now able to buy bigger machines than what I had planned in the beginning. And my business doesn't boom. This interestingly coincided with COVID. Everybody was at home. I run Facebook and Instagram ads. People didn't have what to do but to scroll. I was able to run my business because an essential something, skincare fell under it. Our delivery guys were able to work. My business X6 during COVID, where other businesses were dying. Because I had fulfilled the requirements to get to that point. So when that opportunity came, it was like magic. And that's how it is when people succeed. Because you are coming from a place of knowing what works. You know what you want. You identify the requirements and you fulfill those requirements. When a billionaire walks into the room and is looking for somebody, you are ready. I know a lady who once told me a story about how she just did a passport for the sake of doing a passport. I can't remember exactly how she said she came about getting the international passport. She had never traveled before. She just said they were giving passport and she went and did a passport. But some months down the line, she went for a job interview to be the PA to an ambassador. And out of the 3 people, she was the only one who was ready to travel within a week because she was the only one who had an international passport. When she got that passport, she didn't know what it was for. But she just knew, they get it, let me get it. Out of the 3 applicants, there were different requirements. Can you speak well? Can you type? You know, all those stuff to be a PA. But she was the only one who had an international passport ready to travel in a week. And that's how she went on her first international trip. This person is my mother. That's how she went on her first international trip. And it's just changed the course of her life after that. It is very important in succeeding to fulfill the requirements. Whether it makes sense to you at that point in time or not. Once you realize that this is what you need for the goal you have set for yourself, focus on achieving those things. It's like building a house.
Like she said, she started keeping money to make her business grow, to buy machine and everything. So the question is, are we spending all our own commission? How are we saving? How are we keeping money aside to make sure that this year I attend the professional courses, this year I do this. So it really works in every area. So don't just look at our talks like personal business. So let's add all the points to our real estate journey as well. We should not eat all our commission. So Madam Taiwo, she's still here. She has so many courses. Me, I'm holding her down sharp. So go and make her. If you to start deposit, you know our business. We do installments. So we do installment for our course too. So thank you so much, Ma. We really appreciate having you on our grant. Thank you so much. So now we are going to have one of our amiable consultants. Like the MD said earlier on, she has been saying, like, we will be there, Sha. God is our strength. So we want her to come and give us some parts, like few things to tell us about our journey in real estate. Let her give us some testimony. How is she doing it? What are the people that they coming across? How is she closing the day? So in this era, I'm going to welcome our able engineer, Sophia, to come and tell us a little about her journey in real estate. Thank you.
Hello everyone. It's good to be here. And, thank you for the opportunity. Okay, so my name is Sophia, and my journey so far. Okay, that's been an amazing journey. It wasn't smooth from the beginning, but thank God. When I started real estate, I usually pick a particular market, like trade fair. I have an exercise book, and then I pick a particular plaza, and I go from shop to shop. That was how I started real estate. And I didn't start selling 90 million naira property. I started selling small. And one day somebody approached me and said, "You are trying to market something to me." And he was willing to buy one plot. But the man said, "If you can show me one plot that you have bought, I will buy 3. I see that I'm just starting. I said, "Could just buy the one plot I want to buy. Let me just collect commission." You understand? So, along the line, that really pushed me. And as I was selling, I was also buying. And I do not only buy for myself, I buy for my children. And it really helped me because there was a client I was trying to market to buy 2 hectares in Farm Fortune at Dodo. And I told him, if I can buy 10 plots, I challenge you to buy 30 plots. He looked at me. He said, "You don't mean it." I said, "I did not buy in Ogun State, I bought it in Ekpe." You should know now, Ekpe is more expensive. He was like, that was how I closed 30 plots. Just like that. And when it comes to cooperative, I am a cooperator. I do not only do for myself, I do for every member of my family. And so when I go out to talk about cooperative, I do not tell you to come and do 50,000. I tell you to do 1 million. As I speak, I have cooperators that do 2 million, 2 million, 500, and the likes. So, real estate money is oil money. Do not despise the days of your little beginnings. Please. Start small and you get there. Like I said, I started selling 600,000 naira property and all of that. The first I sold a 90 million naira property, I was wowed. Like, so this can actually, I can actually do this. So please, there is money in real estate. If you are not driving a car now, I used to enter public transport, keke, I'll sit down in front and do my videos from the road. Clients abroad, they are not here and they want to feel like they are doing the inspection with you. I do lengthy videos. They want to be on the journey with you for the inspection. So when I board public transport, I sit in front. If it is keke, in fact, I was on bike. When somebody called me saying, "Now bike you did do this video." I'm serious. So please, look good. Even if you are on low cut, I was on low cut. Cut it. Put relaxer, put activator. If you come back, you go coil. There's this baby face that they do like this, do like this. Look good. You don't have to sleep with a man to make sales. Please. Don't start with that. If not, that is how you will continue. You can do it legitimately. From small, God will continue to crown your efforts. It is not easy. If I tell you it is easy, I am just bothering you. But with consistency, every morning when you wake up, tell yourself, I must achieve this. I told myself I will own houses. Here I am today. I have 2 houses. I'm moving to my house. I did not pay it in bulk. I'm selling real estate. So when I see an opportunity, I came into it and I pay in installments. I have landed properties I cannot count. Make up your mind. I love to travel out of the country. I told myself, this is what I like. And I've traveled, and I'm still going to travel. I have trips lined up. When I travel like that, clients are like, if you can come here, you are truly legit. I carry documents. When I go to UK, I carry documents. When I go to Dubai, I carry documents. I meet up with clients. They have to trust me and trust my judgment. When I tell them this property is the right property to put in your money, they do not even argue. I have building projects that I'm monitoring, that I'm building for clients that have never met me before. They just want to trust their money into a safe, and they found me to be that trustworthy person. When you collect client's documents, I had to send my younger sister to go drop my client's documents because I wasn't around. She's in US, and she should drop it with her brother. When my sister went there, and they did a call, and she was like, "You mean Sophie sent you? Other realtors will use dispatch. Is there any big deal in using dispatch like that?" No, but she was just overjoyed that I had to send somebody down, like, brought the documents to her brother. She was amazed, like, you are different. Just that little thing. Me, I didn't see it as anything. But that little thing, she was like, wow, you are different. So there's one thing that you can do differently from every other person. And please, do not roam about selling to everybody. Just pick. Not necessarily. Maybe 2 or 3. Because it's very easy for you to gather your sales into one particular company and get recognized. The day I made up my mind to do that, people started hearing of me. And so please, Assetladies is here for you. We have trainings. Please join us. There is money in real estate. And as a woman, you know what it is when your husband wants to do something and you are saying, this is my own share of what you want to do.
It didn't take so long and we started late. So I'm calling my able Madam Shoma to come and wrap up the event for us as a closing prayer. Thank you so much.
Ladies in the house. Out, yeah. Ladies in the house. Oh, that's stupid. Anyways, I also enjoyed the session and I hope we all actually had a nice time in this program. We heard a lot, we heard about the stories, we heard about the testimonials, the word and everything. The key thing is for you to take action after this event. Take action. The word action is very important. Take action. And if you want to get maybe consultancy, you want to get someone you get in touch with, then just call out this number so you don't miss out on anything and any information. 090, my asset rights, 090 75652, so you can get in touch with us for any information you need as regards consultancy and every other thing in asset rights. So now we want to wrap up the event. Can we all stand up? Okay, 090 33 60 090 33 75 6052 33 75 6052. Alright, we want to have a picture section with the speakers. Please can we just have